All right, I'm here outside Cafe Zoe in Menlo Park after the Fair Vote event where we learned about ranked choice voting from Chris Novoselic and Rob Ritchie. And I'm here with Mike Northrup, right?
Yeah, that's me.
And Mike, what made you come out? What gave you the incentive to come out and for this event today?
At the national level, if you're choosing between, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, a lot of the people that vote for those folks are actually voting against someone. And I feel like I've had to do that in the past. I'm voting against somebody and it doesn't feel good. I want to be voting for somebody. What you'd really want is, for people to be sort of forming alliances with those that are like-minded rather than fighting against one another.
Why don't you tell me what you're doing in the Bay Area today and the past week, what you've been doing here and why you're here?
I came down for, there's a ballot measure in Santa Clara, California for ranked choice voting, proportional representation as a solution to problems with the Voting Rights Act. And I think it's a great solution because it gives voters more choices and more voices, and it doesn't lock voters into exclusive districts that are drawn by political elites.
They just used it this month in Santa Fe, and it was an open seat race for mayor. Had 5 candidates running. They had the highest turnout for mayor that they'd had in decades, I think. The top candidate didn't get 40%, so the old system would have been like another non-majority winner. But after a season of campaigning where the candidates really ran, as everyone in Santa Fe says, like the most substantive, debate-filled kind of campaign that they'd had in a long, long time, people knew the candidates, kind of respected each other. And this guy learned how to appeal to the winner. Ultimately got 66% in the last round. It was 66 to 34. And almost everyone ranked all the way through the ballot so that the ballot counted till the very end. So we were thrilled. It worked great. Utah, just this
I'm sure
week.
that's like a nail-biting moment for you a little bit because you got a lot of eggs in this basket.
Yes, I mean, when you don't have that many places using it, everyone's kind of scrutinizing each one, and particularly a new use. Mm-hmm. But it also was great because the voting equipment that was being used was one of this newer models, and it was election night results, smooth as silk. They took a little time to push the button to do the results, but they had the election result that night, that shows what we can do, right? And we're in the modern era, right? We're in Silicon Valley with all these smartphones and Google Maps and Google Earth and whatever, and here we are. Can we figure out how to allow people to indicate a second preference?
Yeah.
We can.
Do you feel like there is a push that is going in a positive direction towards developing more proportional representation here in California and maybe across the country?
Slowly but surely. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's going to take a long time for us to accomplish our goals. But we are making progress. We've got the single winner form of ranked choice voting, instant runoff voting, being used in San Francisco, Oakland, Berkeley, and San Leandro today. We have the city of Santa Clara considering using the multi-winner version of ranked choice voting, what's known as single transferable vote, to elect their city council in response to a California Voting Rights Act lawsuit.
What are the prospects? Is this going to happen? And when we got a vote coming up, and what do you expect to happen?
Yeah, so it is on the June 5th ballot in the primary, which is coming up soon. And because Santa Clara County has early voting, voters will start to get their early ballots in the early part of May. I'm hopeful, and it just depends on how significant our opposition is.
Yeah, and it is a winner-take-all election, I assume, ironically, right? It's a yes or no, and you need a basic majority to pass it?
Yes, just the majority. But again, we have just a short time window for people to understand both the districting part and the ranked choice voting part. Mm-hmm. But definitely, it's really needed in Santa Clara. Santa Clara has an all-white city council, with a city that population-wise is majority people of color, mostly Asian American, like South Asian, Indian American. and a variety of other groups. And there's also a significant Latino population.
So this will make a huge difference in when there's more than one candidate.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this and you know anybody who lives in Santa Clara or voter in Santa Clara, let them know they should vote for this, they should support it, they should get out in favor of it and drum up more support among everybody they know, their friends, neighbors, and clergy. If you want to find out more about ranked choice voting, you can go to fairvote.org, and their website tells you all about it and other electoral reforms that they're involved in. And thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment below, all that stuff. See you next time.